Today we have to talk about our altcoin trades and the next altcoins that are about to explode here to the upside. I want to show you how we can make here really nice money over the next coming days, and I hope you followed some of my old trades. And of course I'm also going to give you a quick update on Bitcoin, so definitely stick around here. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, you like this video, and also activate the bell to never miss out on these important updates. And now let's get directly into it. So here on let me go to this chart here. On the 1 hourly chart, we can still see Bitcoin is respecting the range that I was talking yesterday about. He has not a lot changed until yesterday, but I want to point something out here, and that is a resistance within that range. So we basically have here mid-range a resistance at $34,260. We saw here a scam wick to the upside just a couple of minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, and got directly slammed back under that resistance of the mid-range. So over the weekend, I'm not really expecting that we are breaking the mid-range and go here higher. I can imagine that we either go sideways, just under it, and then on Monday we break completely out of the range, or we are bouncing up and down between the bottom of the range and the mid-range resistance over the weekend, and then by tomorrow night, Monday morning, that is when we are going to see a massive breakout, because we should not forget this is technically a big bull flag with a technical target all the way up here at $40,088. So, and don't forget, guys, what I told you. I told you there is a massive resistance up there, and again, it is in complete alignment with the technical target. So we have definitely confluence that the price action should go all the way up there in the next coming days, potentially in the next coming weeks. And while Bitcoin is not doing a lot, altcoins are moving nicely, and I'm gonna show you some of these altcoins just in a second, so stick here with me. Here on the 12-hourly chart also, we see just sideways chop, but when we're looking at the indicators, here it becomes interesting. We see finally that the stochastic RSI has bottomed out and also is about to turn around here to give us a new buy signal, potentially by tonight or tomorrow in the next 24 hours, and that would signal also continuation and to the upside, to the imminent targets of $37,500 and $40,088. Also on the MACD, like I said, I believe that we're going to get bounce here on these two trend lines, that the blue line will bounce off the red line, and that would then also signal continuation to the upside. So now, if you would like to trade this next upcoming move, for that I go back here to the 1 hourly chart. What I would be looking out for is a break of the mid-range of $34,260 and trade this from here. Once you see a 1 hourly candle closing above that with a candle body, not with a wick, what we just saw here, you want a candle body above this, then I would open half a position of the money that I would like to put into this trade, just half. We want to be careful here. You take half of the money that you want to put into this position, and once you're breaking $34,860, there you put the other half in when we are getting there. The same if we go lower. If we go lower to the bottom of the range, $33,700, there is where you put the other half in. And then here, that low of $33,300, that is your stop loss, no matter where you enter. In the mid-range or on the lower end of the range, that becomes your stop loss. There is where you set your stop loss. Of course, you should not leverage there with 50x or something. Then your stop loss will be liquidation. We don't want this. So trade responsibly with like 10, 25x, something like that, into the next higher targets. And that is more than enough when we're looking at the potential profits, because we are talking here only to $37,000. This is already roughly 10% here to the upside. Yes. 9.5%, no, actually a little bit higher. Yeah, it's roughly 10%. 10% and to 40,000, it's almost 20%. With 25x leverage, it's basically 5x your money. It's more than enough. You don't need to be greedy and try to squeeze here even more out of that potential trade. Here on the 4-hourly chart, we also see more and more liquidation levels lining up here for shorts again. above the price action. Underlying longs liquidation levels are also coming in more and more, but we can still see that there are more shorts sitting above the price action than longs, which makes it more attractive to push the price to the upside to get everybody that's short liquidated. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade these trades with me together and also the altcoins that I'm going to show you, do this on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 if you use here the specific link here that's in the description or in the pinned comment below. And also on BitGet, you get $8,000 in deposit bonus and $15 only for signing up. And that makes a lot of sense for you if you're in the UK, where you are basically now restricted from using BYBIT. Use BitGet. That's also a really good exchange where I trade from time to time. If I find certain coins not on BYBIT, then I trade on BitGet. Now, when we're looking at altcoins, let's start off with Ethereum. Ethereum also had here a fake move to the upside an hour ago, and it's now coming back. Here you see again what I meant, that the golden ratio or the 0.76 are these levels where you want to enter a position. We went here exactly to the dollar, to the top of the golden ratio. So I hope you got wicked into a position here, because you would be here already nice in profits. Otherwise, again, don't forget, around these levels where we are sitting right now is a good entry for the next move here to the upside to 2051, 2041 for Ethereum, because Ethereum is technically still lagging behind Bitcoin. While Bitcoin had an insane run, Ethereum not so much, and that's why I still expect Ethereum at some point to play catch up, and catch up will bring us into the $2,000 range. Now, when we are talking about altcoins, don't forget, I had shown you 3 days ago some altcoins, and when we're looking at them, then we see that we are nicely up already. I will actually link the video up here where you can watch it again 3 days ago, that I predicted that we will go up on these altcoins. So check it out, that I basically know what I'm talking about. So I was calling, I think just slightly under the resistance if I remember correctly, or somewhere here. I think here I called for it, that we can trade this. So, and if you would have listened to me at the highest point into that resistance, if you would have taken profit there, that would have been almost a 14% move, a little bit leverage to that, and it would have been really, really nice gains here on Rose. I believe with that consolidation that we see just under the resistance, that we're gonna smash through that pretty soon. Also, the indicators are lining up for that. The stochastic RSI is pointing to the upside. The RSI is going sideways upwards, and the MACD is also showing signs that the momentum is shifting again here to the upside. So we could see a violent move here into 5.5 cents, potentially even 6 cents in the next coming hours and days. I would scaling into a position, if you're not already in it, at 5.35 cents. There I would open a new long position to trade this into 6 cents. Yeah, because we wicked to this level already, and if we close a 1 hourly candle, at least a 1 hourly candle around this level, I would consider to open a long position into 6 cents. When we're looking at Ape, also here we are up 10% from where we called it. Here again, there is this W pattern with a technical target of $1.53 with potential higher horizontal resistance levels at $1.85 and $2.05. Also here, stochastic RSI on the daily wants to give you one more pinch to the upside. The RSI is already getting slightly overbought, not extremely yet, but we are getting there. So there is a little bit room still left. So we could see a blow off top spike into $1.60 potentially. What is underlying? Yeah, $1.50 or $1.60 would I be expecting here, and then some consolidation or retracement, and then continuation to the upside. Also here, if you're not in a trade yet, wait for $1.38 to be broken with a 1 hourly or 4 hourly candle close. That is where you want to enter and trade this to the technical target of that W pattern here that we can see here. Even though it's not textbook, I want to remind you guys, it's not a textbook one, but I would still consider it with that potential breakout target of $1.53. Then ONT is just ripping through here right now. I had called it for you guys at 18.6 cents, and since then, yeah, it's going absolutely nuts. We are up here right now roughly 15% since I called it, so I hope you were able to catch it. Yeah, at the top even 16%. If you want to enter this, wait for a retest at exactly 21 cents. There is where I would to re-enter, because we are above significant resistance. You can see here with all these wicks that this level was resistant since we broke down from here. And before it was key support. So what I would like to see is a retracement back to that level with a bounce to the upside, and there you want to enter, and then you can trade this to almost 23 and to 25 cents to the upside, which will give you roughly still to the top side more or less 20%. Yes, there you go, almost 21%. 5x leverage, 100% on your position, more than enough. And the last one of the coins that I was calling for was INJ. INJ I called at $12.42, if I remember correctly. So what we can see clearly here from where I called it, that we had here this bull flag formation, and that has broken to the upside. And if you would have listened to me, you would be still up roughly 8%, and at the top it was 12%. So also really nice to see. And we are forming here like a disformed falling wedge. It's not a really nice falling wedge, or another bull flag, whatever you want to call it. And once this is breaking, this can bring us to, wait, I had it actually a little bit longer. Roughly to $16 was what I saw earlier. Yeah, so there you go. To $16.15 once we are breaking this downward sloping resistance line here, which is sitting at the daily open at $13.54. So that is only a 3% move. Yes, a 3% move that is missing here to the upside. Once we are also here, a 1 hourly close or 4 hourly close above the daily open of $13.54, that is your signal to enter this. And then you can trade this to $16.15. If you would do so, that will give you, I think, 30%, 20%. What is it? Yeah, roughly 20%. Again, 10x leverage, 200% on that specific trade here. The indicators are cooling down. The RSI is going sideways up. The MACD needs to bounce from here. So the trend line needs to bounce off the signal line, and the RSI, stochastic RSI, I would also like to see this to be turning around here. Yeah, but we just opened the candle. If we are breaking out in this 4 hourly candle to the upside, then the stochastic RSI will turn around, and the MACD will give us also a bounce, and that would then also confirm that we will move here higher. So now let's talk about some other coins that I'm looking at. So I called trades for FDM and Rune already in my private Discord. The link is in the description below. The only thing that you need to join the Discord is a BYBIT account and $250 in that BYBIT account, and the account has to be created with my referral link. So if you want to join my Discord server where I gave these trades absolutely for free, then do so by using the link in the description or in the pinned comment below. I called at here 22.6. That was where I called it. And since then you can see that we have broken out here. We are up, I don't know, 7%-ish, 3%. 3.5%. I'm trading with 10x leverage on this trade, so I'm 34% up on this trade. I believe FDM will break here much higher really soon. FDM has a history of having crazy runs out of nowhere, and also here I just see that here is a potential bull flag formation. Gonna show it to you guys. So if you are not in FDM yet because you're not in the Discord, then wait for the break of the bull flag at 23.8 cents, and then you can trade this to 31 cents to the upside. Here the indicators are also signaling that there's still a lot of room to move here into higher levels. When we are having a look here on the daily chart, yeah, also there's still a little bit more room to go higher, and you can clearly see that the 22.6 level was also a key area to flip that we have flipped now, so there should be way more upside over the next coming days and weeks. So let me go here. I called Rune at $2.30. So we are almost up 10% on that specific trade. I also bought Rune on spot. I also called in my Discord that I trade this on spot. So that, yeah, here, $22.28, that is where I called it. And when we're looking then how much we are up from that right now, 11%, really nice. So if you're not in Rune yet and you're looking for an entry here at $2.55 would be the next logical entry for me. Here again, wait for a 1 hourly or 4 hourly close before you enter there. And then I have targets all the way up to $3.21, I think. I think I have targets to $3.21, $3.15. There, that is my technical target to the upside. So there's massive profits to be made here. So when we're looking at this, yeah, also 23%, 10x leverage, 230% on that specific trade. For me, a little bit more because I was way earlier in that. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. You don't miss out on a lot of profits here if you enter on a later stage. If we get rejected from here, then you maybe also get a chance to enter again at $2.28. I would just wait for that. But yeah, over the next couple hours, you will get a clear signal where we are actually heading with this. So now I'm thinking, did I miss any coins that I wanted to talk to you about today? No, I don't think that I actually did. But before I let you go, we can talk quickly about Bitcoin dominance. You see here the Bitcoin dominance is pushing into the 54% level here right now. Exactly as I told you guys yesterday, I still expect a touch here at the 55.25% level, and from there a massive rejection. And that could be the moment where altcoins like FTM, Rose, and all the others that I've just shown you go absolutely nuts when the dominance is then finally correcting to the downside. Oh, I'm actually here on a weekly chart. Let's see how this looks on a daily chart. So on the daily chart, you see we are consolidating under that 54% level. And if that continues like that, while Bitcoin is going sideways, we might gonna see a rejection by next week already. If Bitcoin continues to pump, then the dominance will also go higher. Some altcoins will get dragged along in dollar value on that move to the upside. But what we would like to see is Bitcoin either slowly and steady going up, really slow in a sideways manner, and the dominance going down, because that will signal that altcoins are about to have a massive explosion. Guys, that's it already for today's episode. Let me know if you want more of these videos, and make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.